sorry? You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
Aw, she's so cute!
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But
It's a doggo.
on closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own. And your soul is the densest of them all.
Is that a compliment, that I have a dense soul?
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vows and the Sin Eaters.
Oh, the Vows story.
After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
Yes!
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was.
Numo.
As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
That's alright, I'm ready for quests.
It would be our pleasure.
What the heck is that?
We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Unknown. Has a fine eye, though we have yet to begin. I rather think the Exarch was right to call on them. But yeah, it does make sense, because technically we kind of do have all 8 pieces now. You know, we're like finally put together after the whole Hades fight, so I guess it does make sense that they wouldn't be as whole as I am. I love how I said that they're not whole as I am, and Alice just said, it will be good to go back from the first being whole again. You have spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thoughts as to how you might return to your world? He's given her his thoughts. Wait, white Orosite, you say? An intriguing proposition, but one which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what might happen to their souls within the Orosite. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Oh, God! Then would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference? No! In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these faux bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. leaving lifeless husks, like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Head, corrupted by the Sin Eaters, their ether made stagnant by the light. Oh wait, they could use that though! Oh, we're gonna go see the little boy now, aren't we? Oh, I don't want to see him. While you escort your guest to the inn, I will assist Urianger in creating the requisite aura site. Of course he will. I believe my talents would be better applied to that endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist Beck Lug as necessary? So this is Hulric, is it? Yes, his etheric balance leans perilously toward the light. Toward stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Yeah, exactly. I was happy to set her free, though, to kill her, but everybody was acting like I was a monster because I was saying that I was happy to set her free. Hulric was completely unresponsive before, but now he is responsive. He's mumbling. Ugh. If I may, there's a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Vobert. Oh yeah, for sure, Alcono. Then for far darker purposes, lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it, but for their sakes, I will break that oath. We are Sadbringers again. Ugh. It is not like to reverse the stagnation, and mind you, but it should offer some, I don't know, I missed the last part of that. Offer some light to see if we can help, something like that. It's just some added stuff, but not needed. Well, regardless, it's cool to have the extra stuff. Heartburn. A notable rise in body temperature and increased motor function, in most of the patients at least. The more severely afflicted show no response. Ugh. "'Tis true that with the restoration of night, the corruption's influence of light will no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Hulric, appear unaffected by your tonic." Oh. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There was a chance that he could one day recover, but of course it would take years, even decades. Oh. The opportunity to mourn a life he never had the chance to live. I really don't want to see that boy. I hope we can hasten his recovery, that's for sure. Nor do I think it impossible that in treating them we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament. Ugh. I mean, it's just funny because I know that eventually he's going to say something because of the freaking trailer, but it's still sad. Ugh. I know. And I don't mean to get upset. It just... This was, like, the whole reason that I was upset throughout the whole course of Shadowbringers. Like, it's just really sad because you're fine. You're almost fine until you get to this part. And then you get to this part in Shadowbringers, and that's when it all just goes awry. That's the whole Tesleen thing, the change sounding so awful, her sacrificing himself for the boy, you helping to give these people their last meals. It's just so sad. And then it sets the tone for the whole rest of it. Ugh. I know, it upset me too, but it was like, he couldn't do anything about it. And what was funny is, at the time when he gave the blank look to her when she sacrificed herself, I didn't know how far gone he was and just be a husk. Like, I didn't know that he had any emotion. I didn't know yet that he was that disconnected until going a little bit further with the quests. So, it's like, I don't know. Like, after it happened, I got it, but when it did happen, I was really angry with him.